Hey y'all, it's me. So, on the verge of being a bag lady, my mom hit the panic button and said, "Look, I really don't want you outside. I don't want you sleeping out and being in a tent where like critters could get you or mean people could get you." So my mother said, "Look, I'll pay for the first week of a motel room and then you can pay for the second week." And I said, "Okay." Because my mother says, "And then while you're there, we'll shop for a new house." Oh my god, for real. My mother said she'd help me buy a new house if it's under $120,000. Okay. So I got that going for me. So I was thinking while I was here I could go, bag lady in. Today's July 4th. And I was thinking, oh my god, there's gonna be so many cans and bottles everywhere, and there's probably so much, lottery tickets and everything, and I could go dig in the trash and see if I can find any money. Well, then I was thinking that if I embarrass my mother, she might change her mind and say, no, you embarrassed me too bad, I'm not gonna help you, and I changed my mind, and no. So, rather than risk it, I said, well, the cans and bottles will always be there, but I think this is a once in a lifetime opportunity that I have been begging my mom to help me buy a house since I was like 18. Now I'm 48, and my mother has finally said, yes, I'll help you buy a house. And and all these years and all the jobs I had and all the time that I worked, you would have think that I would have been able to get a house, but it's like every time I'm at the bar jumped higher. So like I started looking for a house in 1988 when houses were like $10,000 to $20,000, and then by the time I got that kind of credit to get $10,000 to $20,000 worth of loan or savings, depending on the year and the situation, then next thing you know, the prices are suddenly 180,000, and then suddenly 250,000, and then 500,000, and they've gone up and up and up until like the last 10 years they've been crazy, being $2 to $3 million or $10 million or whatever craziness. And I remember like 1995 when they went up to $1 million, and we're going, yeah, $1 million for that 4 bedroom, split level ranch that was 120, back in 1982. And so anyway, the bar just kept jumping higher and higher, and strangely enough, my salary never did. What I was making in 1991 was like $8 to $10 an hour, and in 2003 I was making $6 an hour. So there was no figuring the salaries. It didn't matter. I had gone to school twice. I had gone to trade school. I had worked out in the field, and I still wasn't getting any more money. In fact, I was getting less and less and less money. And I don't know how that works. I don't know how employers can, say you get $6 an hour when the minimum wage is like $19 an hour, but it's like after a while you start taking those shit jobs saying any job is better than no job. And if you remember, maybe about 10 years ago, they were saying, oh, when you can volunteer, well, there's no pay with it, but you can come and work here anyway. And it was just, I was like, no, I'm not working for $0. That's just too big of an insult. So I never did. And I kept yelling at people about this. I kept yelling and yelling about they're doing illegal things and they're doing criminal, and everybody's like, we're not doing anything illegal. It's like, yeah, you are. To pay below minimum wage is illegal. To do this, and anyway, I went tilting windmills, and then I ended up going away for a little while. I'm sure there's those of you out there who know exactly what I mean by going away for a little while. And then I went on disability, and it was hard because suddenly I didn't count anymore. Suddenly I didn't have any cred. Suddenly I didn't have, this, that, and the other thing. So, but over time, it's like it's just kind of worn and grooving and worn and grooving, and now it's just the market is so bad and the economy is so awful that even poverty people are getting opportunity, and houses have come way down. Houses are back down between $20,000 and $80,000 again, and we've come full cycle. It's like, well, if you're only going to pay $6 an hour, your house is only going to be worth $40,000. When the minimum wage was $16, your house was worth $250,000, but not at $6 an hour. And employers and the insurance agents and the credit reporting and the background check reporting, and it's still a very different world, and it's still, there's a lot of things that came into being in my lifetime that I really strongly disagree with and find offensive. But that is the world we live in. Meanwhile, my parent had, been right at the beginning and right on the other side of the cusp. So it was like you could almost watch the bar of getting a house and getting a job and being affluent. You could almost watch the bar grow up with the X gen. Like, I'm X generation. I was born in 70, and my mother was born in 1950, so she's a W generation. And you can watch the bar just like follow the W's up the ladder, right? And it's just like they didn't really invest in us X gens. They kind of abandoned us, and a lot of them took their grandkids. And it's like, well, we never see those grandkids. It's like, where are they now? And nobody has an answer. Nobody talks about them anymore. I get to, oh yeah, he's off to school. Oh yeah, he's off to school. Well, it's been a while, but you know what? I'm not going to question, and this little sidebar is probably going to end up on the cutting room floor. Anyway, the point is over the next week or two, I'm going to be house shopping. So I hope you'll stay along, and I hope you'll like and subscribe, and I hope you'll go house shopping with me. All right? So thank you, and well, thank you, YouTube, and thank you for giving me this opportunity to hang out with you guys. It's been great. It's been fun. I've been watching you guys for decades. I've been wishing I had the video skills. I'm still learning, so a lot of my videos are still pretty rough. I don't have like theme music yet, and I don't have a whole lot of background tunes, and I'm still learning, the filters and the dubbing I still haven't done yet, but we'll get there. Okay, well, thank you. Bye.